Good, happy Sunday morning. It is Sunday, August 14, 2022. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this Sunday morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Sunday morning, so let's get started right now. First up, we do want to update you on a story that we brought you yesterday morning in our broadcast. Couple found after silver alert. New Hampshire State Police safely found a couple after they issued a silver alert on Friday. They were found yesterday morning. Portsmouth police respond to bomb threat, large meetup on Friday. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
So I live in St. Louis. Carson lives in California.
We're so distant and don't get to see each other.
Well, Grace, Troy, this is a popular spot in downtown Portsmouth, and last night, police had to evacuate several surrounding businesses after getting that call that they've now determined was a hoax. All of this happening around 10 o'clock after police had already responded to another incident up the road on Woodbury Ave. That ended up being a large car meetup with thousands of car enthusiasts that police had been in contact with. But right as that ended, they got an unrelated call from someone saying a person put an explosive device in a trash can near the North Church and threatened to use a firearm in Market Square. Police, an explosive detection canine, and state police bomb squad units evacuated the area and within a few hours determined there was, in fact, no explosive device. Police say now they're working to figure out who was responsible for this and say that person could face a number of charges.
False public alarm. Just depending on who it is and how it was conveyed, we can come up with other criminal charges, but false public alarm is the biggest one.
And this isn't the first time something like this has happened here. Back in March, police responded to a similar call at this same exact spot. We're live in Portsmouth. Hannah Cotter, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Thousands of people are in Portsmouth for the return of Sailportsmith. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
So I live in St. Louis. Carson lives in California.
We're so distant and don't get to see each other. I miss my dad so much.
How you doing, Car?
Dad's in the room. When it comes to fishing, I annihilate my father.
Oh, my land! She'll be up too bad.
It's nice that we're actually doing something together so far apart from each other.
Bringing history and tall ships to the seacoast, everyone's enjoying Sailportsmith.
I like sailing a lot, and I just wanted to check out the ships and see like how big they were and see how it was like to sail them.
No complaints, nothing went wrong, it was everything came together.
Phil Von Hemmer took over the helm as chairman a few years ago. However, this three-day event was canceled the last 2 years due to COVID.
Every spring we get phone calls saying, hey, are the tall ships coming this year? And I hated saying no. But this year we could say yes. So yeah, it's a good thing.
This year at the port of everyone's attention, two ships, the Kalmar Nickel and the Spirit of Bermuda.
We got some great ships here. This is the first time the Kalmar Nickel has been this far north. Their home base is Wilmington, Delaware. And we've been trying for a couple events to get her.
This event is known for bringing tall ships to Portsmouth. However, they're also fundraising for what they call Sea Challenge, getting young people on ships for what they call experimental training.
They learn by doing. And they not only learn basic seamanship, how to navigate, how to steer, how to raise the anchor, lower the sails, but they also learn about themselves.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Sounds like a great event. Threats grow for nuclear power plant in Ukraine. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
This guy was driving way over the speed limit. Look at
to Ukraine and the growing threat to a nuclear power plant there. Ukraine's intelligence agency is warning that shelling from Russian forces continue to land dangerously close to that nuclear facility. ABC's Britt Clement brings us the latest from Kyiv. Tonight, Ukraine forces hitting Russian positions in the Kharkiv region in an attempt to regain control of their eastern villages. Ukraine claiming to have struck the last of 4 key bridges over the Dnipro River, crippling Russia's ability to resupply its military. It comes after a week of attacks in and around Europe's largest nuclear power plant in Zaporizhia. The city's governor today warning of irreparable consequences. Russia is using the plant as a military base, but Ukrainian staff are still working there. ABC News spoke exclusively by phone to a manager at the plant who was able to leave a month ago. Wanting to remain anonymous, he described Ukrainian workers being held like captives by armed Russians, telling us, quote, "When an assault rifle or a gun has a cocked trigger, I consider it a threat." Just days ago, we visited Chernobyl, the site of the world's worst nuclear disaster in 1986. Russian tanks and troops took Chernobyl on the first day of the February invasion, but were forced to withdraw months later.
So this is the shelter where dozens of Ukraine soldiers were held. More than 160 of them were sent back to Russia, and it's not clear about their whereabouts.
Locals hoping history doesn't repeat itself. And the Kremlin is warning the U.S. that if Congress declares Russia a sponsor of terrorism, it would cross a point of no return, with diplomatic relations lowered or worse, broken. Mary, Britt Clement in Kyiv for us tonight. Britt, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. That does it for this morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. Goodbye.